Hi, this is Steve Castle with Castle Real Estate Group, and welcome to the November market update. In this update, we're going to discuss what to expect this holiday season with the real estate market. We will also discuss any impacts that COVID may be having on the market and the foreclosure process. And finally, we'll talk about what we see in the future for the market as we head into the 2021 year. Monthly supplies continue to hold pretty stable over the last several months, hovering between 1.3 and 1.5 months of active supply. We have seen it tick down a little bit more towards around that 1.3 months of active supply as we've started to head into the holiday season. It's not unusual for us to see a decrease in listings during the holiday season, as many sellers will decide that they don't want people coming through their house when they're going to have company and friends over. But what is unusual is that we haven't really seen a slowdown in buyer demand. As the pandemic has continued on, we are starting to get more and more questions about whether we're going to see an uptick in foreclosures in the market or new inventory is going to be coming on the market and how that may impact prices. And while we don't know exactly what's going to happen in the future, one thing we can see right now is lender-owned and pre-foreclosure activity is only making up about 0.6% of the actual sales in our marketplace. So what that tells us is that while those things may happen down the road, there's really no indication in the short term that there's going to be a flood of new properties coming on the market. We currently have just over 8,000 active listings in our market. And for a market our size to be in balance, meaning equal amounts of buyers and sellers, we should have between 25 and 30,000 active listings at this time. So you can see demand is way outpacing supply. We currently have over 13,000 homes pending or under contract in MLS. For a market our size, seasonally adjusted, we should have between 8 and 10,000 homes currently under contract or pending. So as you can see again, that high demand is just pushing that supply lower and lower, little by little, each and every month. These two statistics really tell the story as to why we're seeing massive competition in many homes and also a continuation of rising prices. So the big question is, what does the real estate market look like in 2021? And while I'd love to give you some concrete answers, the uncertainties around the virus and the election make it hard to know exactly how things are going to play out. What we do know here in Arizona is that our unemployment is just hovering a little over 5%, which is really low and much lower than the national average. And we're still seeing a massive influx of people coming from other states and moving into our market. As long as demand stays high, even if supply was to rise a little bit, we would still be well under what we would need to even be a balanced market. So in the worst case scenario, I see 2021 as possibly slowing in terms of appreciation, but continuing with a strong market and plenty of buyers if you're looking to sell your home. As always, if you have any questions or you're thinking of buying and selling and there's something we can help with, we'd love to speak with you. In the meantime, we hope you and your family have an absolutely wonderful holiday season. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you next month. Especially complicated right now by the pandemic and the new president probably taking office, maybe, I don't know. Anyway.